What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Dogecoin. This one comes to us at the request of Mr. Benji. Benji, you wanted me to do an analysis, tell you if I still think that this is the low or if it's not the low. Do I expect this to go lower? You know, you and a few other people have actually had questions like that, so I want to answer that. You know, just to be blunt, guys, I'm starting to believe that this is the low. I know after so long, throughout all this, I've been saying that we were going to go lower, and I very much would have expected that we'd go lower. Maybe there's too much interest in Doge for it to have gone lower. I don't know. We had this flat base here whenever it came time to break it. On the weekly RSI, we were all the way down here looking like we were going to get oversold, looking very weak. But we couldn't even get oversold. We barely stayed in the bearish area of control, and we had a very bullish reaction. We have no problem being overbought. We had a problem being oversold. So I would say the ball is very much in the bull's court right now. We have a higher high in the price, and this was an inherently, you know, I would say kind of a bearish looking bottom, but truthfully it was a bullish bottom. You know, it ended up being, it had a bullish result. But with a flat base like this and descending highs, generally speaking, that's not a good thing. But generally doesn't mean always, and this is one of those exceptions right here. So looking at this here on the weekly from top to bottom, the 382 is right here. We're about to close above it for the first time really since it was formed, since the anchor was formed. So something like that with this kind of look where you find resistance on this 382, you come back a second time to break through it, you're generally going to go to this 618, 69 area, somewhere between about 10.5 to 11.3 cents. I would expect that you'd go there, probably find resistance and then pull back from there, something like that. In fact, actually seeing respect on it like this, breaking up to these levels and then coming back down to find support on it, something like that, would also be fairly common. If not, at least to the 382, I would say probably around 9.25 cents. So is it going to go up from here? I think so. Will it come back? I think so. I'm not going to buy it just yet. But again, a move like that, man, then you're starting to look like you're not going to see extensions to the downside, but to the upside, right? With a move like that on the long-term RSI, we're above the 50 right now. Oh, so barely, but we're above the 50 and being below the purple line. For the OGs in this channel, you guys know that I use the 123 moving average with the 123 long-term RSI. And whenever you have the long-term RSI above the 50, but price is below the purple line, that's generally a good thing for price. And this, I don't think we've seen the full extent of this move up is really all I'm trying to say. We probably do get above this purple line before we see some kind of move down. And that move down, it really could come all the way back down below prices, like significantly lower than these prices. But I don't think that it's going to go. I'm starting to doubt that we go below 5 cents or even below this low here. It could still happen. But we're in crunch time, and it actually, to me, it looks like we want to continue going higher. So that's just going to get rid of more of this precious time that we have before the halving starts, before the bull market really kicks off. I think there's just a lot of buying interest in this thing, man. It's on a lot of people's radar, and it's doing more or less what it normally does throughout every cycle. It's just being boring right now, but it's not going to the downside, right? Last time we were in a situation like this in the last cycle, we had this lower low right here, right? But it didn't happen this time. This time, it's, you know, it'd be like if we were continuing to do this, but without this little dip here. We just like held that flat level, right? But anyways, I test. The daily looks pretty strong. Yeah, I like the daily a lot. The 4 hour looks like it might be tired. Might be not. I don't know. If you found resistance here, that wouldn't be too crazy, but I doubt that you're going to go too much lower. Like, I doubt you break 8 cents, something like that, but you could. If you were to go lower, let's just do that real quick before we end this one. Come on now. There we go. If you were to go lower from here, maybe you go to like 7.4 cents. If you break that, we can talk about looking at these extensions again. You know, that would be, breaking this 382 would be really critical for the bears if you guys want to have more hope that we are going to see prices lower than this and potentially below 4 cents even. But this would be the first. This would be a really important level to break, and we're pretty far away from that right now. So I do think if Doge comes down, it probably maintains this structure right here, this little uptrend that it's in right now. But that's what you want to watch for if you want hope to the downside. But at the moment, I am expecting the price goes up probably to that 618, 69 area, around 10.5 to 11.3 cents. And until then, you know, yeah, just more or less upside. That's, I guess. And then it'll probably retrace. I got nothing else to say, man. So if you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to see more. I think Dogecoin is going to do phenomenal things this bull market. Yes, it's at 8.5 cents. No, that is not ideal, especially whenever I was talking about prices that could be all the way down here. But when you're looking at an 8.5 cent asset that could potentially be worth more than $4 within the next year and a half to 2 years, I think it's I think it's worth taking a risk on, or looking into it at least. You know, I very much do believe that $4 is a possibility. I know how high the market cap would be, in case anybody's out there like, do you know how ridiculously high that'd be? I do know how ridiculously high that would be. That'd be $600 billion, a little bit more than that actually. But to the 1618, the golden extension, that's where $4.13 exists, right? From the top to the bottom, the current low. So I don't know. That's kind of in the realm of expectations, right? 1272 to the 1618, that's the realm of expectations. If not there, at least to like $2, 160, something like that. And that's still phenomenal growth from 8.5 cents. What would that be? That'd be anything like an 18x to a 27, 28x. And what I like about Dogecoin, I know that these are some smaller numbers than even if 48x almost. They're smaller numbers than I normally talk about, right? Normally I maybe not normally, but oftentimes enough, I talk about coins that have the potential to do 100x or more, right? But with Dogecoin, with those coins, it's like maybe, hopefully, right? But with Dogecoin, it's like this right here, this 18x, 19x, it's like it's not a certainty, right? Nothing's guaranteed, but it's very, very likely. It's like a safe bet. Dogecoin is a lot safer of a bet. This 1618, less of a safe bet, but still on the realm of expectations. So don't count it out. But again, that's the difference between Dogecoin. It might not be as hot of a performer as some of the top performers are going to be in this cycle, but it's still going to do well. It's still going to see new all-time highs. It's probably going to be worth multiple dollars, and I really do think that it's going to be worth above $4 by the end of this cycle. So all that to say, man, I think that it's going to go up for the time being. If it goes down, probably not by much, and if it does go down by much, what we would want to look for is a price below 7. Was it 734? 743? Maybe 8 cents. Oh wow, that's not what I was thinking. 7.43 cents. If we get below there, then it might be on to the downside. But right now, you're looking like you actually want to see extensions of this move here, which again, the 618 of the overall fib, which I'm not going to draw, that would be at 10.5 to 11.3 cents. But right here, these extensions, expected range would be above 9 cents, maybe even to 10 cents. 2272 right at that 6.9 level. So yeah. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. I appreciate all of you. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.